You asked about the tight ends. I figured, oh, we're going to do this to maybe not throw it to the tight ends this time, confuse them, because no, we're going to throw it to them more. So we've seen the throws, and we've seen Hernandez in the backfield too.
And Belichick telling us earlier in the year, Gronkowski is like Mark Bavaro, and Hernandez reminds him of Dallas Clark. It is some combo no one could stop. Short kick to Willis, and he is thrown down by Tracy White. Just a 7-yard return.
Tom Brady, wonderful start, 8 for 8. When you play zone defense, you are going to lose against the Patriots. And then, who are the guys that can cover these tight ends man to man? That's the problem you have when you play this football team. Doesn't matter who you put in there. Defensive back, linebackers, they're fast, they're mobile, they run good routes. And even when you cover them, they push off, and they get open again.
That kick held up by a wall of wind and gave that coverage team time to get down there. Wilfork is across, and flags are thrown.
Oh, you're right, that wind, that was a good job catching that kickoff, Jim. It like hit a wall.
And now you got the Denver Broncos, the top rushing team in the league.
Coachman, defense, number 75, 5-yard penalty, first down.
And we've seen this team 5 straight weeks, and the one thing you always say is not a team that you want to see behind early. If you're a Bronco fan, it's going to be a tough road for them with their emphasis on the ground game, but it's still just 6.5 to go first quarter.
You said it right. Be extremely patient. Hope your defense settles down and let your offense get into what they do, running the football.
They're running the option with the toss, and Ninkovich, who forced the fumble, has McGahee behind a line of scrimmage and a loss of a couple.
What the Patriots are doing, they're just suffocating. You look, they got the edges on both sides. They got big linebackers inside. What are you going to do? So now they go sideways. Ninkovich, boy, you talking about a guy that can do all. That is Rob Ninkovich. He reminds me of Mike Vrabel, pass rusher, good run stopper. He can cover guys when he needs to.
Well, he wears Vrabel's old number. He came out of Purdue, caught a couple of touchdowns in college. One from Curtis Painter and one from Kyle Orton. They haven't tried that here. Here's Tebow with Thomas. And look at all the Patriots around him. Nearly half that defense, the ball's out, and a Patriot falls on it. Did they rule him down? They had 5 Patriots in on that tackle.
That's what you do. They're all watching Tim Tebow. So when it's thrown, they can react.
The ruling on the field is that the runner's progress was stopped. 1 yard short of the line of gain. It will be 3rd down and 1 Denver. Forward progress.
So Ninkovich had the recovery, but it will not hold up. It goes as a 6-yard gain.
So since it was ruled forward progress was stopped, that is not reviewable. And this is when, right there, they're going backwards. And I think it's a good call, Jim. Forward progress was definitely stopped.
It was Ehedibo who was reaching in, trying to strip it loose. A 3rd and 1. Knocks it off the hit. And McGahee taken off. McGahee out across the 40 and a first. He was going to be stopped short of the first, but instead is able to bounce outside for 17.
No question, inside the 2 big guys, Vince Wilfork and Kyle Love, stopped it. And Devin McCourty gets caught looking in the backfield, does not see the breakout. Watch the 2 big guys inside. They just destroy the run. And there's Devin McCourty coming from the outside, does not see Willis McGahee. Boy, they are squeezing it from outside in. Running lanes a lot tighter this time for the Denver Broncos.
Lance Ball, the running back. And it's still in Tebow's hands. And he runs the option for 5. Tomorrow on CBS, new bosses, new challenges, and the greatest rewards. All new Undercover Boss returns tomorrow after 60 minutes. only CBS.
I think the Patriots realize now, you know, Jim, this helped them a lot playing this Broncos offense the second time. They saw some of the runs. They're more ready for the option. And now, last time they were ready for the option, they got overpowered with just the regular runs.
2nd and 5. Play action fake. Tebow had to get rid of it. He had Rob Ninkovich wrapped around him, and Ninkovich having a very big first quarter.
Well, Jim, you and I have talked to Ninkovich many times up here, and the first thing you notice when he walks in the room, you go, wow, you're a big dude. You just don't know. And again, the extra lineman outside does not help against Ninkovich. You're thinking, hey, he's going to go outside. Chris Clark, he went inside him. Ruins another play.
3rd and 5.
Defensive front lost the battle in Denver for New England, winning it today.
Tebow has Thomas, and the ball is out incomplete. It was knocked out by Sterling Moore, who's really emerging here late in the regular season, now into the postseason. He had 2 picks in week 17.
Well done. Keeps outside leverage. Here's the favorite route of the Denver Broncos. And it's a perfect throw. Should have been a catch. But Sterling Moore played the technique right, knocks it out.
And a new long snapper out for the Broncos. It's David Benn, replacing Lonnie Paxton this week. Benn, the former Charger. The perfect snap. Back to Britton Colquitt. Bearcat signal. Welker at the 13. 39-yard punt. Thursday, see why Person of Interest is the People's Choice Award winner for favorite new drama. Catch a new episode Thursday here on America's #1 network, CBS.
First downs. Tim Tebow on the sideline with the coaches going, what are they doing to us? Trying to figure it out.
Ocho Cinco's come into the lineup. And an incompletion intended for Hernandez, but Champ Bailey was there to force the incompletion.
You have to be ready on the defensive side. These quick snaps. It caught the Broncos again. Watch Rob Gronkowski right down the field. And, Von Miller. It's a good thing Tom Brady, that wasn't part of the read.
That's the first incompletion of the game for Brady. And by the way, Quentin Carter is back out there after being shaken up earlier, the safety. And Green Ellis for 5. It'll set up 3rd and 5 at the 18.
Well, we had a chance last night. We talked to Chris Harris, who has I don't know what kind of job. I wouldn't want to do it, but he covers Wes Welker. So 3rd and 5. Chris Harris has got to just sit there and go, it's my time. Here we go.
Undrafted.
Undrafted, and they know they love to throw to Wes Welker in these situations.
Rookie out of Kansas. This is New England's first 3rd down situation.
It's like a 3-man rush.
Got to get to the 23 for the first. They've got it. And that was, in fact, Welker working on Harris for 7 and a first.
I was watching the rush. They blitz one linebacker plenty of time. Tom Brady reloads, and what they do, did you see what happened? Edelman and Welker were like behind each other going up the field. Hard to discern who you got to get, and that's why Wes Welker was wide open.
Tebow keeps looking up at the big screen, not liking what he sees as Brady stands in the pocket and is intercepted. It's Carter, who was injured earlier, has an interception for the 2nd straight week, and he is smashed at the 25 by Hernandez. But a break for the Broncos.
That's what you need. You need a break. I think Tom Brady thinks Rob Gronkowski, he's trying to lob it over the linebackers, and it just gets away from him. It looks like Gronkowski did not have a read. He had the in cut. Tom Brady just missed the throw. Yeah, he's looking at him, trying to throw it soft. Overthrows it quite a bit. And you're right. The Broncos, they just hang in there. And you know it's Tom Brady just by that reaction that it was his fault. Just a bad throw.
Sets up Denver at the 24 of New England. McGahee. That's good for 6.
So you're talking about something you need. You're sitting over there going, wow, all right. Now you settle the crowd down. Maybe you take some of the confidence away from that New England offense, but take advantage of this. And how about that? Even though I thought the run defense was good that time by New England, Denver still picked up 5 yards.
Patriots have not given up a point off a giveaway in the last 8 games.
They got him up there playing run.
And it's McGahee. This time he is stopped for only 2. 3rd and short. 3rd and actually about 3 coming up. Wilford on the tackle.
Let's look at this, Jim. This defensive line for the Patriots. From behind, the Broncos offense, good job of everybody just attacking the ball, staying in their lanes. Excellent job by Vince Wilfork. Here he comes down the line. That is 7 big bodies they have around the line of scrimmage on the Patriot defense.
And a big 3rd down. Down 14-0. 3rd and 3. Got the first. Inside the 10, Demaryius Thomas picks up 12 here in the final 30 seconds of the first quarter.
Well, I've seen more just stand there and throw it passes by the Broncos, and I've seen the 5 games we've done, Jim, but a nice job of finding the second receiver. That's Demaryius Thomas coming from left to right. He's big, strong, and fast. You got to like his matchup against anybody.
He was hobbling after that tackle. They're already without Eric Decker, who's back home after an MCL strain last week, and he's a big part of this offense. We're going to the second. 14-0 New England. You're watching the NFL on